Hello everyone and welcome back to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video I've got a good old classic Doctor Who theory. Now, I've been thinking, whilst Doctor Who's been off air, about the 14th Doctor, yes, because I'm a David Tennant fan and I bloody love the 14th and the 10th Doctors, or any incarnation of the Doctor that David Tennant has played, because let's be honest, he's played a lot of them over the years, and I've been thinking about what is actually going on with the 14th Doctor, because there's a lot of theories online about when we could see him again, or if he does eventually regenerate into the 15th Doctor or whatever, and I've kind of been thinking of my own theory, which could potentially, have a consequence in the future of the show, because I don't expect him to return anytime soon, but I think we could get an explanation to what happens to the 14th Doctor. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into the video and talk about what has actually happened to the 14th Doctor. So let's get into the video. So, at the end of the giggle, we saw the 14th Doctor essentially retire, with hints that he's still doing adventuring here and there, but he's trying to fix all of his trauma, with examples like the Time War, the Pandorica, and several traumatic events that have happened during the Doctor's lifetimes. But this Doctor is very unique because he is wearing the same face as a previous incarnation. Now, hear me out. This is going to be me putting on my theory hat. So, with this Doctor wearing an old face, and he has split off from Ncuti's Doctor with the whole process of Bi-Regeneration. I believe that Ncuti is going to continue doing his own thing, obviously, and when it's his time to regenerate, he will just regenerate into the 16th Doctor. But I don't think, hear me out, I don't think 14 will actually regenerate into Ncuti. I think that he will regenerate into some older faces. And my theory is that, again, if you've seen the Tales of the TARDIS spin-off, where older Doctors have returned, where obviously they are more older, with like Sylvester McCoy, Peter Davison, and Colin Baker, and we probably could see Paul McGann enter that series as well, which I bloody hope so, and obviously might see David Bradley as well. I think that when 14 does eventually regenerate, he will regenerate into essentially the Curator, who was seen in the 50th anniversary special Day of the Doctor, and he was described as a Doctor that has retired. Now, we do know that the 14th Doctor has essentially retired from time travel and all that sort of stuff, but it was labelled as that he's retired until he gets better. Now, we do know that in the Tales of the TARDIS, essentially, taking place in the memory TARDIS, and this allows the Doctor to confront their past trauma and apologise to companions and stuff. So, I think, and again, this is just my little headcanon here, my little theory, is that with all of this happening, all of this, recapping about old adventures and stuff like that, this is the 14th Doctor after regenerating. So, the 14th Doctor regenerates into old faces, but they are obviously older. And this is all down to the fact that this Doctor needs to get over their trauma in order to move on into Ncuti's Doctor. So all these regenerations, so when David Tennant regenerates again, he'll regenerate into Peter Davison, and then it's Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, etc. And the whole purpose is that he will regenerate into these Doctors in order to confront old traumas and stuff like that, which I think would be a nice little twist, because I always have it in my head it would be very confusing if he just regenerated into Ncuti at another point in time, and then you'd have 15th Doctors running around the gaff. So I feel like, having the Doctor, or this version of the Doctor, who would no longer be the main Doctor, run around the gaff, essentially, trying to wrap up all the trauma and stuff like that. And then perhaps, the final incarnation is the Curator that we saw in Day of the Doctor. And then that Doctor does pass away peacefully, perhaps at some point down the line. And it was hinted at in some of the Big Finish audios that the Curator can actually change their appearance as well. So Who knows? I mean, I could be onto something here, or I could be chatting out my backside, but this is my little theory onto what happens with the 14th Doctor. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for all the support. Take care, love you all, and peace.